Oh, howdy guys, and welcome back for the finale of Joe and Mac. In the last part, we tried to kill this dinosaur at the end of this level, and I'll be honest, I had to rewind save to get here with 3 lives, because man was it hard. And I did practice this boss. He is extremely hard, no matter how hard I try. And I did do it with this many lives. I did kill him legitimately, without rewind states, and I had 0 lives left and half a heart, which is extremely convenient, but not when you're going to the next area. The only thing I've learned is that you really want to kill those cavemen when they come out, and you really want to dodge those rocks, because those will do so much damage, and they are annoying as all hell. That's the only thing I can really suggest if you're using this as a guide for whatever reason, even though I put that this is blind, and I don't know why you're trusting a blind Let's Play for a guide, but whatever. Anyways, you can't destroy his rocks or the cavemen too well, because for some reason they all have double health. I don't really know why. And man, this guy is annoying as all hell. But if we can enter the final area with 1 life, I think I'll be happy. And if I do beat him and then die on the inside, I think I might just redo this boss fight with the 3 lives, rewind state to make sure I don't take any damage, and then we'll enter the final area again with full health and 3 lives. Even then, the final boss might be a little bit hard. In fact, there's my first death, and he's not even halfway dead. So let's just make sure we get out of the way of that caveman. You can kill the cavemen, they're a lot easier than the boulders, but the boulders you're going to have to high jump over. Also, he'll go off the screen for random amounts of times, at times. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, that boulder is impossible to dodge, I swear. You can high jump over it, and occasionally, when you're jumping up to attack, he'll just do that, and ends up screwing you over. And that's my real problem with this guy. Also, sometimes he won't touch you and he'll hurt you too. Or his boulders will come out of nowhere. Alright, so he's about half dead now. He shouldn't have touched me there. I don't really understand. I guess I have a giant hitbox, that's a problem. And yeah, okay. He's dragging me towards him, it seems like. And we only have 1 more hit before I have to use another life. And there's that hit. You have to inch to the right first before you dodge that boulder, which is the problem I keep having here. Especially when I'm actually trying to attack him. This guy wouldn't be that much of a big deal, if he didn't have so much health and his attacks were more dodgeable. Like right here, he's probably going to do something. Okay, never mind. He's not. And right there, he shouldn't have touched me, but he did. Back to full health, which is very nice. And if you don't have steering wheels, this boss fight's going to be impossible. As well as the final boss is extremely hard without steering wheels, I bet. Because that means he's going to take a lot of hits. And you're not going to be hitting him a whole bunch if you have the fireball. So really the only thing I can suggest is this. You know what I can do as an alternative is I can roll into that, but that's not really working too well. Because I've learned that you become invincible while rolling. Okay, maybe not, because I just did it there and it didn't work. And occasionally, sometimes the hits won't register. I don't know if you've noticed that yet while we've been fighting bosses, but... Alright, on to the final life. And I'm most likely going to die here as well. And if I do, we'll just restart the recording. Therefore, this commentary is completely useless. And it looks like that's actually going to happen here. If not, I'm just going to enter the final area of the game. Please, kill him! Oh my god, that's ridiculous! This cavemen aren't even hard to kill. Alright, I didn't even touch him there. Come on, game. This is goddamn ridiculous. But he only has 2 more hits left, so... Maybe we stand a chance. I doubt it. The only problem is, in order to hit him, you have to inch forward most of the time, so... When he does that rushing attack... And if the boulders had normal health, this guy also wouldn't be that hard. Actually, we might stand a chance here if I don't get hit 2 more times. 1 more time. Who knows? I might have a chance here. Shoot, shoot, shoot! I'm gonna die, most likely. Get him! He's really red. And there we go! We killed the giant dinosaur! So, you know, I can at least go happily into the final area and possibly redo the entire boss fight. I'm sorry, this game is just too hard. The only way I would ever be able to beat this is if I literally grinded for 5 lives, but that would take me forever, and I'd have to have a lot of skill. Anyways, I'm going to be really cautious here, because maybe I can at least make it to the final boss, so we can at least see him. The first phase isn't that bad, and I beat it completely legitimate without any... without any save states. But anyways, I'm going to go grind for lives, come back, beat that guy with save states like a cheater, and I'll meet you guys back in the final area inside the dinosaur with full health and 3 lives. That way we actually stand a chance against the final boss. Alright, well, I made it back here with 3 lives and most of my health. I didn't bother to absolutely take no hits. Wouldn't it have been nice if I would have hit that caveman coming in the first time? My god. But no, I had to hit him. So anyways, here we are, the final area of the game. There's literally nothing after this. And it is inside the T-Rex, and I'm pretty sure that there wouldn't just be random... Oh, I'm forgetting the term, and now I'm going to seem like a dumbass. Man, all I can think of is flagella, but I know that's the wrong term, because that's bacteria-wise. Well, Celia. Celia. That's it. In terms of the hairs, I just completely ruined that joke by explaining it. I'm sorry, forget I ever made that. It never happened. Anyways, all these guys should drop these giant chickens, or mutton, or whatever it is. So that's good. But if they don't, which some of them occasionally won't do for whatever reason, then you're probably not going to have a whole bunch of life. It'd be nice if they give you 1-ups before this final boss too, because they don't seem to know what you just faced in the last room. But anyways, here we are, the final part of the game. The final boss is... the devil himself. The devil. And I actually took this guy down without losing a single life the first time I fought him. So he's not that bad, actually. His first phase, he sends out these random heads that are like that second boss we faced. And I actually beat these guys without taking damage my first time, but now they're just spawning on top of me, which is not very nice of them. Anyways, they're not that hard, and they're supposed to only take 3 hits, but for some reason these guys aren't. But anyways, you just hit him like 3 times, you have to kill 6 of them, I think it is, and then you can move on to the next phase, so maybe we can get started with that. Hopefully. Oh, maybe you have to fight 7, 8 of them? Well, that's quite odd. I thought I was doing something wrong the first time I faced these guys. But anyways, after you kill a certain amount of them, apparently 8, the devil will come back and now starts the first phase of the final boss. He is kind of hard. In his first phase, he's not that bad if you have steering wheels, but I have seen that he can be a pain in the ass if you only have boomerangs. He has a few attacks. If he stabs that heart, boulders will fall from the sky. Don't know why there's boulders inside of a dinosaur. It doesn't make any sense to me either. Don't worry. And they'll break as soon as they hit the ground, so don't really worry about them rolling directly afterwards, like they probably would have anywhere else in the game. But anyways, he can do this attack where he splits himself up into 2, and then the second half of him will turn into Mac, and you have to hit Mac 3 times in order to kill that second replicate of the devil. Not that bad. However, this devil is still not that much of a pushover. At least not in his first phase, he's not. In his second phase, he's even less of a pushover, on second thought. You can actually just really get this Mac in a corner, and it's all good. But it's actually kind of hard to do that. And I suggest not high jumping like I have been doing. Just do a regular jump and then throw upwards, because sometimes you'll run into his feet by accident, and then you'll take damage. His feet look like Wario's shoes. Anyways, as soon as this Mac hits the ground, I'm going to completely obliterate it. If it's right on top of you and you get hit when you're hitting it, you actually won't take damage. Whoa! I have not seen that attack, though. And that attack seems kind of hard to dodge. And we still have 1 more hit left on my first live. So if I can beat him before I take damage, that'd be really nice. I think he has maybe 1 or 2 more pain orgasms to go through. No idea. Yeah, apparently more than that. Alright, we got 1 more of those to dodge. Not that big of a deal, Mr. Devil. Hopefully he'll fall here soon. Again, he has tons of health. But actually not that bad. And we got a kiss, but it does not refuel our health before. Oh no! Listen to that music. We got a final boss now. And what better way to become a final boss than, other than causing epilepsy, becoming blue! Super scary. So now we got the final phase of the boss, of the final boss, and he turns blue. He throws fireballs now. He has a lot of health, and pretty much the same strategy actually. But he does have this attack now, which is not that hard. Pretty much you just gotta jump over this because it will go to the other side of the screen and then we'll go straight back to him. It's not that hard of a thing to dodge, really. But he will immediately spawn on the bottom of the screen after doing attacks, and I usually forget that, and I will take so much damage. But he's not that hard when he's throwing fireballs to dodge. That attack, he'll blow fireballs on the ground, and then it'll just take up half the screen. Always make sure to roll out of the center of the screen, because for some reason, he will always teleport right there. Like right then. So whenever you see he's about to teleport, just get out of the way. He won't teleport to any other part of the bottom of the screen, so you're good as long as you're on the ground. His flaming wheel attack isn't that bad if it's just this one, but on the ones where he shoots it in all directions, it actually is quite a pain in the ass. And I do have troubles with it. But this guy has tons of health, and we probably aren't even halfway done yet. Just gonna say, because man, this guy was a pain in the ass, and I died probably like 4 times on him, and I had to just restart from the beginning, because I want to do this legit, but I started with more health. I don't know. In my practice run, of course. Not right now, obviously, in case you've been watching this entire video. But, whoa, what was that? He hit himself with his own fireball. I have not seen that happen yet, actually. Oops, my bad. Ran into that, that was completely stupid. I do like this final boss, though. It is pretty much just skill, and he actually does telegraph his attacks, so I find it to be a really fun and challenging final boss. Compared to the last boss, which doesn't telegraph anything, he's just gonna kill you, man. But gradually he'll become purpler and purpler, and his wings actually look really cool. I'm not gonna lie, the sprite for this thing is awesome. I love its SNES. Keep up the good work. And his animation when he gets hit is actually pretty funny too. But anyways, this guy is not that big of a deal. If you have enough health, granted. If you are playing not on an emulator, you are virtually screwed. Because, well actually I take that back. You won't be screwed if you grinded for, let's say, about 5 or 6 lives. But considering how hard that is, because skeleton keys don't respawn after they're taken the first time, you're pretty much screwed. And that's why I said this game is kind of hard. I did figure out a good strategy for that bone serpent guy that we fought before. The bone dinosaur that we fought in the last part. I actually went back to that part of the game and had to replay him off camera, and he's not that hard if you know one special rolling technique on the side of the screen. But anyways, we have just killed the final boss, and that is the game. He's not that hard if you have enough health, but you're usually not going to have enough health. So, whatever, but we have finally rescued this chick who was for some reason inside of a dinosaur. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, that's the end of the game. A 4-part LP, really short. It's a pretty fun game. Bad controls at times. The bosses could be a lot funner if they actually telegraph their attacks. But anyways, this was my first game for 16-bit Summer. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 more games for 16-bit Summer. And I'm not including Yoshi's Island because I did start that before I knew about 16-bit Summer. So, yeah. One of them people might already know, just because I've been talking about it for a while, but the other one would probably come out of absolutely nowhere unless you've been following me for 2 years. Or 3 years, I take that back. And we've finally rescued all the women, and that one in the front has a beautiful flowing mullet. But thank you for watching, and apparently me for playing. I hope you enjoy this really short LP, and, well, that's it. Nothing really else to say. Just gonna chalk this up as another finished LP. GG, me. GG. But anyways, I will see you guys back in Yoshi's Island on some day in the future. Farewell.